The Whisper of the Doll, Episode 8, Echoes of the Past. The air in the room was thick with tension, the kind that clung to the skin like humidity on a hot summer night. Faint moonlight filtered through the tattered curtains, casting long, eerie shadows that seemed to crawl along the walls. Claire sat on the edge of her bed, clutching the doll in her hands. Its glassy eyes stared back at her, unblinking and full of secrets. The house had been silent for hours, but Claire couldn't shake the feeling that something, or someone, was watching her. She had always been skeptical of the doll's mysterious past, the strange whispers she thought she heard at night. But tonight was different. Tonight, the whispers had become louder, more distinct. "Find me." The voice was faint but unmistakable, as if it came from deep within the doll. Claire's heart pounded in her chest as she glanced around the room. Was it her imagination? Or was the doll truly trying to communicate with her? "I'm closer than you think." Claire stood up, her legs trembling beneath her. She had to know. She had to find out what was behind this eerie presence. Holding the doll tightly in one hand, she tiptoed toward the door of her room. The wooden floorboards creaked under her weight, breaking the heavy silence of the night. As she reached the hallway, she noticed something strange. A soft, glowing light was coming from the attic, a place she hadn't dared to visit since moving into the old house. The attic had always given her an uneasy feeling, but tonight it seemed to be calling to her. The whispers grew louder, beckoning her closer. Claire hesitated for a moment, then made up her mind. She had to go up there to uncover whatever truth lay hidden in the shadows of the attic. With each step up the creaky stairs, the whispers became more urgent, more desperate. "You'll understand everything soon." The attic door creaked open slowly, revealing the dimly lit room filled with dusty old furniture, boxes, and forgotten relics of the past. Claire's eyes were immediately drawn to a large, ornate chest in the far corner, half covered in dust and cobwebs. The whispers now seemed to be emanating from the chest itself. Claire swallowed her fear and walked over to it. Her hands trembled as she brushed away the cobwebs and placed the doll on the ground beside her. Slowly, she lifted the heavy lid of the chest. Inside, she found old letters, photographs, and something wrapped in faded cloth. She unwrapped it cautiously, revealing a delicate locket, intricately engraved with the initials EL. Her breath caught in her throat. She had seen those initials before, in one of the letters she had found hidden in the doll's dress weeks ago. The letters spoke of a girl named Evelyn, who had mysteriously disappeared long ago, leaving nothing behind but her favorite doll. "Evelyn," Claire whispered, her fingers tracing the delicate engravings on the locket. Suddenly, the attic grew colder and the faint sound of footsteps echoed behind her. Claire whipped around, but no one was there. The whispers returned, louder than ever. "Help me, free me." Claire clutched the locket in one hand and the doll in the other. The pieces were starting to come together, but there were still so many questions. What had happened to Evelyn? And why was the doll connected to her? Just then, the locket in Claire's hand grew warm, almost too hot to hold. She dropped it in surprise, and as it hit the floor, a strange energy filled the room. The air felt charged, and for a moment, Claire thought she could see the faint outline of a young girl standing in the corner, watching her. "Help me find peace." The figure was gone as quickly as it had appeared, leaving Claire standing alone in the attic with nothing but the doll and the locket. She knew what she had to do. She needed to find out more about Evelyn, to dig deeper into the house's dark history. Only then would she understand the truth behind the whispers and the doll's mysterious power. But as she turned to leave the attic, the doll's head shifted slightly, and its eyes, once glassy and empty, seemed to glint with a newfound awareness. "I'm waiting." The voice was soft, almost a whisper in the wind, but Claire heard it clearly. The doll was waiting for her, and now there was no turning back.